Good evening, y'all. It's Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. Going to give you a little bit of a better fishing report than what I've had the last couple of times and do a little bit of walkthrough in the shop. Right now, this shop's an absolute disaster. We've got a bunch of stuff in today. Didn't have time to get it all put up before we get out of here. I had some boat issues the last 2 days, trolling motor issues, actually battery issues. I want to give a shout out first, before I start my fishing report, anything, to Dustin Burrows, Truman Lake Marine. He done everything he could to get me back up on the water. I dropped my boat off about 2 o'clock today. It was done by 4:30. If it is within his power, if he can get parts, he will do whatever he can to make your boat right, fix it up for you guys. Appreciate it, Dustin. Truman Lake Marine, just north of Warsaw. Really good people up there. They will do anything they can to keep you on the water. I'm gonna flip this camera around here. I'm gonna walk through just real slow, talk a little bit about merchandise, talk a little bit about what I've seen on the lake. I've been on Truman and Lake of the Ozarks the last 2 days. Done a lot of just looking. I have seen fish caught, crappie caught, white bass caught. I caught some hybrids yesterday. Hybrid bites on fire. I know I graphed some walleye on Truman. They was up shallow. I haven't talked to anybody that's been fishing for them yet, but I'm going to say that bite's probably on already. Crappie. I watched guys catch crappie off the banks this morning on Lake of the Ozarks. Midday yesterday, I watched them pulling crappie in on Truman on the main lake, pea gravel banks, pea gravel points. They was catching them pretty regular. As far as catfish, I've done quite a bit of catfishing here on the river the last couple of days. It's a pretty spotty bite. You set up, catch a few fish, move, catch a few more. There's fish scattered absolutely all over down there right now. Fresh shad, fresh bluegill, drum, buffalo, it didn't matter. If I put it on a hook, it got ate. Them fish are hungry. Fresh bait's always better. Everybody always wants to know, you got frozen shad? Yeah, I got frozen shad. That's a last resort to catfishing, you guys. I do sell it. I sell a ton of it in my shop. Sell a ton of chicken liver. If you're wanting to get on Blue Cat, that is not what you want. I mean, it will work, but put in the time, catch you some fresh bait. Carp, buffalo, drum, perch, shad, if you can throw a shad net. Everybody's saying they can't get shad. There's shad absolutely all over down here in the river right now. They're great big shad. They're scattered out in the current. I did go up in some of the shallower coves and caught some small shad. Didn't catch any big shad in them coves, but there was some little guys scattered out. Most of the shad I caught the last couple of days was in deeper water. They might only be down 5 or 10 foot down. Just use your graph, find them, or if you see something that looks like a white bass flip right now, it's like a pound shad. They was all over flipping the last 3 days on the river. That is about all I got on the shad report, catfish report. All the catfish I seen on Truman look like they were scattered out deeper. There's no thermocline up there yet. Looked like maybe about 45 foot there was one, or 40 foot. But there was still fish down in it. The water's not got warm enough yet for that to start. I'd say the drift bite's probably pretty slow on the main lake. Upper end might be all right. I haven't talked to anybody that's tried drift fishing yet. The anchor bite's still pretty good right now. So that's all I would do is anchor up right now. I wouldn't worry about trying to drift fish, do anything fancy. I did see a few fish caught. A few guys trying to suspend drift down here on the river. On Lake of the Ozarks upper end, there's a lot of fish suspended with that bait I was talking about. I watched guys the last 3 days trolling crankbaits up and down the river, just catching white bass after crappie after white bass after crappie. They was having a good time. A lot of small crappie, but they was really catching them. All right, I'm gonna flip this camera around here, give a walk through the shop, talk about some of the new stuff we got in. I still got a ton of stuff that ain't put up, a lot of stuff in boxes, mainly bass stuff right now, but I'm going to do a little bit of a walkthrough, show you guys some of this. All right, we did get in some new Googan baits, some reels, Daiwas, Favorite, Akuma, a lot of bass jigs, a lot of different bass hooks. We do have some inflatables now. You know, if you guys are wanting something different other than what Walmart sells, we do have some, and we can order some different ones other than what we got too. I'm going to blow some of these up here this weekend and get them hung up on the back of the building during the daytime. That way people can kind of see what they are. I think that'll draw in some more attention. Here's something new. Onyx, the expensive brand. I don't know the exact price on these yet. I will have to look it up. These are some really, really nice rain jackets. They're super lightweight. They're durable. You can see that. If these sell pretty good, this is something I'll start carrying in every size. And I am still trying to work on getting Grundens in. I have not got that accomplished yet, but we are working on it. A lot of braided line come back in. Vicious crappie braid. All the J braids back in. Still got some Edgar's rods. As you guys noticed, I'm wearing my Edgar's shirt. I swear by these rods. Yesterday I pulled a boat out of the mud with one of these rods and 80-pound braid. There's actually video of it. I swear by them. They'll catch any fish in the lake. Spoonbill, catfish, hybrid, whatever. They will do it. Just going to give a quick walkthrough. We got plenty of Engel coolers still. Got pop setting in the way. Got plenty of lead, way more than we need. All the hot crappie grubs, little hustlers, hot grubs. We got most of them. We're out of a few colors. David Townsend finally got a stock back up. Just another crappie bait company. Jig heads and bodies. There's even a bunch of them jig heads with the screw lock down there now. Them right there are gold. If you're going through white bass and stuff that's tearing up your jigs, they are really good. Most of the Bobby Garlands are back in. I did kind of rearrange these and get them all back together. Huge Bobby Garland selection. There's a big fray bill, smaller fray bill. Crappie magnets back in. Crappie slammers fully stocked. Muddy waters almost fully stocked. Lots of bobbers, lots of split shot swivels, hair jigs, roadrunner heads, marabou jigs, jig heads. Still got some Driftmaster rod holders. The big thing of G-Juice we got in. Guys, there's rods here for just about anything you would want. Lots of combos come back in today. Kids combos, adult combos. Got some of them pink outlaw rods for some of you ladies getting ready for Mother's Day. Remember that, guys. Don't forget Mother's Day. Alabama rigs. They are catching the heck out of white bass and little hybrids and a few good hybrids on these Alabama rigs. Down below the dam, early morning, late evening. Today's overcast, a little bit of misty. Them fish will be there. This is kind of just an aisle I'm throwing together right now. It's just kind of a mess right now. Not much there to see. Do have some anchors still in. Got some of the old Sunnies. It's now Triple S stink bait. Lots of hooks there. These here I probably am not going to restock. If you guys use these, get in here and get them. They haven't sold the best. A lot of people want them. Then I got them in and they didn't move too fast. Gamakatsu hooks. I still got some that ain't bagged up too. True turns for some of them guys running trot lines. Demon Dragons, got them in. Got lanterns, foam off. You guys running bait tanks, don't forget your foam off. I forgot mine the other day. My tank about foamed up on me. It was foaming over. This is another aisle. I've got a bunch more stuff in them boxes, top waters and stuff that's going to go here. I've got most of my Zerr spooks. There has been some top water action. Just starting down below the dam. Lots of Roadrunner heads, more Fraybill coolers, Engel coolers, Bonehead, Gene LaRue's. These right here work really good on them Alabama rigs, guys. A lot of guys like the bigger profile. A lot of the time on your Alabama rigs, people put a kill bait. They'll put a bigger profile bait on there for the bigger hybrids and bass, and then they'll run a bunch of smaller ones like this style, something like that. Got all the booty shakers pretty well back in that work good. One other thing, a lot of the stuff I'm showing you guys for bass right now, the hybrids will absolutely tear up. Berkley Big Game Line. This right here has become one of my favorite baits to throw for hybrids and white bass. When they get up on them windblown banks and stuff, they will absolutely annihilate them. Bombers, bandits, The bombers are over there. I haven't got them stocked yet. Rooster tails. Watch some guys trolling rooster tails down here on the river, catching white bass like crazy. Bank spoons still pretty low on. Shad Raps, them are starting to sell. A lot of people starting to troll for walleye, rattle traps. I've heard of some hybrids being caught on rattle traps the last few days. Jigs, bass jigs. We've got a really good selection now. I'm just now working on all this bass stuff, trying to get it all situated, trying to figure out where I'm going to make it all fit, how I'm going to make it all fit. Strike King, Spros, Whopper Ploppers, trying to get in there. Picos, still haven't reordered them yet. I do have a few of the Wiggleworts that are here I haven't got put up yet. Flicker shad we're still pretty well stocked on. Bombers. I've got a whole box of bombers down there in different top waters. We're setting really good on them right now. Still got that pair of Lady Striker bibs. I'll walk through some of these rods here. Here's some of the, show some of these towables. Still got shirts, more angle coolers. There's that one. There's that one. It's just a single one. Still got lots and lots and lots of rods. Bass rods, crappie rods, catfishing rods, hybrid rods, whatever, we've got it. If you can't find something here for whatever you're fishing for, I don't know, you're in pretty bad trouble. Palmers, Mr. Crappie, Strike King, Harms Lures, Slab Busters. Here's one I haven't talked about before, I don't think. This was the Bobby Garland Mayfly baits. I've got a few people that started using them. They do come scented. They come in like a oil. Them things are working pretty good. Come June, when the mayflies start hatching, them are going to be on fire. There's quite a few different colors of them. Sliders, I've got some of these that ain't put up yet too. Pretty low. The bass stuff, I just started rearranging. Like I said, I've got boxes of this stuff. I've got to figure out how I'm going to make it all fit. These trays here are all discontinued bass stuff. You come in here, sort through this stuff, and it's me and Jessica here. We will make you a deal. The Rage Tails, still got a bunch of them. Same deal with them. Any of this stuff that's in these discontinued trays that we're not going to carry anymore, we will make you a deal, or they're going to go in grab bags for kids, and they're going to go out the door in grab bags. I did expand the missile baits. We do have some Zoom that I've got to make room for, and I still got some of them to order. Culprit, I expanded them. We've now got the 7-inch, 10-inch, the 8.5-inch. Z-Man, I'm still going to do away with. If you guys use any of this, get in here. This is going to get filled in with something else. Got a good selection of brush hogs. I did get a report I think it was Monday actually. A buddy of mine come in. He had been up on the lake bass fishing. He said they absolutely tore up the bass. They had a couple 4 or 5 pounds on brush hogs. I guess they was just flipping deeper water. I'm not quite sure. You got all kinds of buzz baits, small buzz baits, chatter baits, big willow leaf baits. Sounds like I got a customer coming in, so I'm gonna make this short. I do have a bunch more Googans that I've got to put up. HD crankbaits, different jigs. Still got to move a bunch of that. But that's about it, you guys. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all later on, give another fishing report. Thank you.